I think she's got it.
At all. We got Megan Beatty coming up next in what I would consider probably my favorite position to be in. Not first, but just right after. I get to see kind of a taste of the challenges, and now it's her time to go in. She doesn't have to sit and be super nervous about it for too long. It's time to just go right into these challenges and see what she can do. Big jump. And that's where getting that bounce back technique or even a crane in one time, just landing with one foot on top and one on the side, will go miles to help your confidence.
She almost got that first foot on.
This one, she could go full send on this one as well and just try to power through and get that precision.
Looks like she's not quite getting her hips into place, so she's going to move on to this bar challenge.
For this one, it's hard to tell, but that block is pretty offset. You almost have to jump around a vertical pole and then swing yourself back towards the ladder. Nicely done.
Very clean.
Grabbing a little more chalk.
Yeah, that's always been one of the hardest things for me. As soon as I get out there, my hands just start glistening.
Yep. And the worst part is, as soon as you think about it, they start sweating even more. Now this one, the rules are both hands must leave the bottom wall before catching the top one. Beautiful work.
Very nice catch.
Just caught fingertips on the corner.
Looks like she's not going to be going for that stride today.
Yeah.
All right. Solid run from Boston's Megan Beatty.
Great work there. You could see she had the power, came in a little too straight, not quite enough up on that second jump. And the shoelace come onside.
The dreaded shoelace.
That is a big rip in a competition format like this where you only have 2 minutes.
See if we can get a better set on this.
That's the one.
Very nice.
Now, the rules for this format in particular is controlled landings. Now, where yesterday we had to see stuck landings, today it's not necessarily a stick, since they have nicely done. Flash is the second Lachey challenge.
You got this.
What they have to do is they have to show that they have control on top of the ledge, and the judge will say, good, they can move on. That way you're not wasting too much time coming to a full stop at any one challenge.
It's just been introduced to weight training, really been trying to build this strength. I feel like it could really help her out here on this dyno challenge.
So when you want to get that top foot as high as you can, so that when you take off,
You got it, you got it.
when you take off, you're already up high on the wall and you just have to reach to grab the top.
She made it through the quarterfinals. Oh, just missing out on that dyno.
Looks like
Just isn't able to get it up there.
still great work. That looked like 3 challenges completed, or I believe it was only 2 challenges completed, actually.
Yeah, she got that first plyo, and then was able to get this mache catch on her first try. Oh, you can hear the love for ALYSSA right now. You know, earlier I said she's a local legend, but
She
ALYSSA
really
is really, really adored around the world. You know, she's a strong competitor and always got a great attitude.
And I think that's actually a really smart approach sometimes. Just get the first jump out of the way. Beautiful work. Get the first jump out of the way. Gauge how much power you have to put in just to get there, and then make the second one nice and safe. All right, so far we've seen a couple flashes on this swing challenge. Not going to be the one. But again, one good feel out. Let's see if she decides to release this time and go for the cat. Nicely done.
All right, a little bit of a different technique with her feet there. She kind of did a catch on the side of the bar.
Yeah, I kind of like that. It slowed her momentum down a little bit so she could hold on a bit easier. She's going for the Kong Pre. Walking right away from that one.
Yeah, we haven't seen anyone even attempt that so far today.
I do like that she gave it a look as she passed by. That means if she can flash this, she can go back without having to take a second look.
Oh, wow. Again, this is normally one of her strong suits. It's definitely something they're training at Origins a lot. There's a whole specially designed dyno wall. And, all right, the technique pays off. Even if her strength isn't back at 100%, she still knows how to get it done. That's the ALYSSA SERPA that I love to see.
That is what I like right there. First try, up high strides.
All right, looks like she's sprinting back for that Kong precision. She's still got 20 seconds on the clock. That's plenty of time to nail this. She only needs one.
Wiping off those shoes, making sure that they're going to stick when she hits it. She already gave it a look. Let's see if she goes for the full send.
Ooh, she's got 7 seconds. Can she get another one in? Oh,
she got the final attempt in, but just couldn't quite make it.
But that'll squarely put her in first place. Great showing from ALYSSA SERPA. The score of 7.5.
I think the next closest score was 5.
Yes. So that'll move Louisa and MEGHAN down into tie for a second place, and then Juliet Marcio in fourth.
Looks like we got CAMILA up next.
Oh, wow.
Moving straight to her strong suit, the dyno. She is known for her dynos, and she loves them.
Oh, and look at that
Perfectly done.
top
First
out.
try.
What an absolute beast.
Moving her way through the course, not going for the up high stride. It looks like she wants to get her strengths out of the way first, and then go to the ones that she's a little more iffy about.
Again, this is something we kind of expected from Tam, going to her strong suits, making sure she can get that in. I'd say that's a smart play as a competitor.
I agree. Get the guaranteed points and then go for the ones that you're not so sure about.
Oh, wow. A little bit too much heat on that swing there.
And you can see that it's a really tricky little jump, having to come out around that vertical pole and then swing yourself back into the cat. Nicely done. I'd like to see her aim a little bit further out on that first wall so that she can make the second one a bit smaller. There we go.
Very clean.
And you can see there right from the beginning, the toes were to the far edge, and she had confidence going into the second one. Making her way up to the strides. This has a big fear factor because you're up high, and the first ledge is very small, going parallel with the ledge you're standing on.
Super clean. And just inside the buzzer. Decides not to go for that Kong precision. Doesn't really have time for it anyway, but a really solid run from Tam. That dyno, no problem.
You can really see her strength to that dyno. She had full confidence
and
running
look at her
straight to
takeoff,
it.
just the very tip of the edge.
I like how you
Super
can
clean
see
catch.
her right foot on that corner and then her left foot jumping out and around the wall. Deciding to go with a right-footed stride there. Now, the block is to the right, so it's a little bit more awkward to go on your right foot crossing over to your left.
All right, there's CAMILA flashing that
first
challenge.
Try.
Making it look easy.
And she catches on. They're going to call that good. A little bit sloppier on that one, but the first one was so clean.
It's like everybody's skipping that Kong precision.
That is a big, scary Kong precision. Getting your feet to it is not a fun thing. CAMILA is blazing through this course right now.
Looks like I think she's going to flash this challenge as well, and then maybe just take her time trying to work out that Kong precision, giving herself as much as she needs. Just look at this.
Beautiful.
She still has over a minute left, a minute 16, just to work on that one Kong precision.
And this is what you want as an athlete. The one scary challenge that you're not sure if you can flash, you have the most time to work on.
Especially with this being to a rail precision. It definitely makes it a lot trickier to stick it.
That looked like really good distance she got there, maybe even a little further than she expected. I'd like to see the bounce back on this one.
All right, 15 seconds, here she goes.
Just enough time. This one's got to be all or nothing.
Crowd giving her some love.
Either way, I think she can walk away super happy with that run, flashing every other challenge. And on top of that, she bounced back the scary one. And that is a big progress right there.
All right. Camila STEFANIU with a 8.5. And our last competitor of the evening, quarterfinals winner, Sydney Olsen.
Oh, I'm excited to see this.
I know her power's there for the plyos. After watching her on the laches, I think she's going to have it easy, but that Kong precision.
Oh, yes.
Easy flash from Sydney there. I think she'll have this bar challenge if she can get that really tricky turn. Oh,
yes.
no problem there.
Super comfortable. Looks like she's going to look straight at the Kong precision. I like this.
Definitely not one of her strong suits, but something she's been working on. Ooh, gets the bounce back on the first try. Wow. And she's going back to try it again, taking a different strategy than the other competitors.
And that's a massive confidence boost. As soon as you get both feet on, you know you're safe to put full power into it.
And they're going to count it. All right. First competitor to break that challenge.
And that's a great showing of what a controlled landing looks like. She had control. She fell off the other side because she had too much power, but it does not have to be a stick.
Nice. And you see how she uses that run up, bounces out of that quick cat to give her that extra little boost for the dyno. And now looking for some love. She's got a whole minute just to hit this one challenge. I think she's got it. And she saves it. All right, that's going to give Sydney the bonus point, the first challenger to complete every single thing. Look at her flash this precision right out of that plyo, no problem. So, Sydney Olsen, not the cleanest on a couple of these moves, but just goes to show you when you know what you're capable of, it allows you to push yourself to that place. And even that last precision, which definitely didn't seem as controlled, she was still willing to go for it. She knew what she could do, and she also knows that she can handle herself if she does overshoot it.
Yeah, you can kind of see it was a bit of a sheer force of will just to stay on and stick that. She saw the height drop in front of her, and she's like, nope, I'm staying on this wall.
So the breakdown in our women's skill semifinals was exactly as the standings shows. In first place, Sydney Olsen, repping Tempest Free Running out of Los Angeles, California. Not only completing all the challenges, but getting that coveted bonus point, putting her in 10.5 points. Followed closely by CAMILA out of Brazil with an 8.5, and ALYSSA SERPA, my bad, CAMILA Ben Abdallah with 8.0 points. Right behind them is Origin Parkour's ALYSSA SERPA with 7.5. And I think coming up next, we've got the men's skill round.